Hey guys, happy spooky season.
We need to get a Thanksgiving song.
It's hard,
hard to move on from the spooky season.
What's our Thanksgiving song? We'll make it right now. Here's O'Neill's version. I got a turkey. It made out of jerky. I used my turkey.
My cooking skills are murky. We got to open with some sad news. Aaron's leaving All Things Comedy.
What? Is that true?
Yeah, he's going to Some Things Comedy. He doesn't want to do only comedy.
Is that true, Aaron?
What are you doing, man?
Opening strong.
Give me a break, dude. This guy loves it. Look at his face. He's so delighted with himself. Hey, unbelievable way to start the episode. Some Things Comedy.
I was sad. I thought Aaron was leaving.
I thought he was too.
I was sad when I drove by the Burbank Recycling Center on the way over here and I didn't see Tammy outside. I did. I drove. It's beautiful. I see why she goes there.
Sometimes she goes to the shitty one.
Where's the shitty one?
In the Chipotle parking lot.
In the wait, do they
Over in Studio City.
They look like they have a really nice waiting room and all that stuff while you wait to get paid for your cans.
You wait for the meth to wear off?
We wait for the cans to be counted.
So you could go buy more meth?
Do they give any complimentary items?
Yeah, methamphetamines.
Really? No hot dogs?
No, they give you a starter can to start your new collection.
Yeah, they go. They go, pretty soon this will be as big as mine. And they gestures to a mountain of cans.
Dude, I couldn't believe it. It is nice over there, though.
Did you guys collect foil balls when you were a kid because of Pee-wee's Playhouse?
I used to make them big ones.
I did not.
Dude, that guy went crazy.
What about rubber bands? Did you ever put rubber bands together?
Yeah,
I had
I
a
did.
huge one.
I did.
Went across the whole outside in elementary school where you have recess. I could stretch it across the whole place.
I remember my foil ball got ruined because I asked the janitor lady to go into the trash can for me and see if there was any foil in there.
Female janitor? It seems rare.
Yeah, it was rare. And she pulled out a thing of foil with grapes all mashed up and stuck on it.
And threw it in your face.
And I didn't know what to do with it, so I just wrapped it around my foil ball.
Oh.
And then I wrapped another piece around that, and it started to stink, and I had to throw away my awesome foil
mice.
ball. Yeah, I had to throw away my foil ball.
I had a similar situation. I used to take the foil ball into the bathtub. And it got water in it.
What the fuck?
No, I did. I played with it in the bathtub and it got water in it. And
Yeah.
so my mom's like, it smells. You got to throw it away. And I was like, how am I going to get a new foil ball? By the way, was the female janitor hot?
No, dude.
What if she was smoking hot?
Dude, that would have been crazy.
Yeah.
She opens up some nasty foil with a bunch of grapes mashed on it and goes, take my breath away.
Her hair's blowing.
What if she worked topless?
That would be crazy.
Because she was stealing stuff.
And I was like, let me suck those titties real quick. I want to tell anybody.
You don't hear a lot of I fucked the janitor. You hear the teachers.
Yeah.
Because
No
it's
one's
only
fucking the other staff.
Because it's so easy.
Do you think it's
brag about it?
Do you think it's 99% men?
I don't know.
Is this
Maybe.
part of the patriarchy?
Yeah.
Janitorial service?
I want to see some women succeed in this male-dominated
I'd say
janitor coal miner business.
get women into janitoring.
Yeah, forget STEM. Get them into fucking cutting up kids' shit with a knife and the fucking...
They should. I feel
We
like
should
the
ask.
opportunities are.
I'm right. I believe is custodial
I think he's had
engineer.
to cut shit with a knife, too.
So let's say, have
He
you ever
said-
worked with a woman?
He said he uses scissors like Stallone does in Cobra when he cuts the pizza. Do you remember that? He cuts the fucking pizza with scissors.
That's a psycho thing to do.
It just showed he was a badass. He
That's
played
not
by his own
badass.
rules.
Yeah.
He brought the pizza out.
Show don't tell in a screenplay. Cut the pizza with scissors. He should have done it with a fucking big old knife.
But we're all thinking about it. That's the power
No,
of
we're
Stallone.
not thinking about it. I'm
That's
just
the
thinking about
power.
how much I want pizza.
I think a young Andrew, you get lured into the boiler room. She leaves little foil balls in the hallway.
Dude, here he goes. Horny time.
You follow the path. You go into the boiler room. You're like, hello? It's kind of scary. And then the hot janitor comes out from behind.
Yeah, and then she's just she's using the handle of the coal shovel to fucking masturbate with.
But then you get hit by the steam of a pipe, and you're like, ah, fuck. You get burned.
That's what she does. She puts that steam on you as torture.
Okay.
She's like, does it on your nips. And you're like, it's hot. You're like, I love it. Then she puts it on your balls.
I can only take a little bit of torture to the nuts.
That's what I mean. Come on, man.
What if she pours Mr. Clean all over you and it's burning?
I'm not into that, I don't think.
It's like hot wax.
I don't think I'm into chemical burn janitor fuck play.
But you don't know if you are until you try.
I'm going to go ahead and say I think I know. I think I know.
Well, you can't be for sure.
What if she's sitting there holding an old dirty mop and then she just starts rubbing it all over her titties, but it has like puke on it?
or suck
God, what are you doing?
or sucking it? Deep throat.
Guys, she's deep throating a mop with puke on it?
Yeah.
God damn.
Dude,
tell you.
maybe this is why women can't get into the janitorial
Because they
business.
keep deep throating mops.
Yeah,
for the
they can't
kids and
resist
getting fired.
Here's the thing. I had to bring you down. It's too early in the show to get you horny.
I know this guy's trying to open
I
with
gotta
big guns.
calm down.
You open with the big guns of small things comedy. This guy has to go with the horniness.
They could be titty fucking the broom. Hey.
Ah, Jesus Christ! Look at him talking about titty fucking.
Yes, but on the end of that broom handle, there is
A duty.
Maybe the boobies are so big they go no-handed to show off in front of the kids.
She goes, "Hey, it's book fair day today, little DeWitt. You want to spread this book open?"
Oh,
she spreads her cheek.
How about this? She has
It's with the writing all
she
over
has a full open garbage bag and she just pulls a hot dog out of it that's half eaten and starts sucking on it.
Oh, that's a funny scene, though. She
Kirk,
pulls out a half-eaten corn cobs or
Yeah, she's like, "What do you think of that?" You're like, "Oh, it's still got mustard stains on the side of it."
Kirk asks, "What about lunchmen?" Which I don't think I ever saw in my school career.
Yeah, in my school, everyone was segregated. The women could work in the kitchen, and the men were the janitors.
And the men worked in the mines of Moria with the other dwarves.
No, I'm trying to think. I think there was. Was there ever like an old man?
I don't think I
Goes
saw
back
one
there?
in any of my years.
Anything?
Yeah, we had an old man. He looked like Super Mario.
Here's the
Really?
thing, though.
But it'd be amazing if he's like, how's those paisanos like the pizza?
You're like, oh, Mario?
Some of those women, though, could pass as men. They look like
There's
men.
a few stashes here and there.
Yeah. But that's how you know you're going to get the good pepperoni pizza from the government cheese.
Oh, because she's always there, just pulling on her mustache, twirling it. She goes, "It's good today, boys."
It's the same food they eat in the White House, right? The school lunch.
Yeah, it is. Especially the calzones and the empanadas.
We get
Calzones?
calzones.
One day, I remember in middle school, we got calzones.
Really?
One day.
What?
And we could have as many of them as we want. Guess how many I had?
18.
7.
7 calzones.
Seriously?
7 calzones.
Were they Why could you have as many as you want?
Because they were testing out calzones to see who.
You were
liked
like,
You were the beta group.
What, did you have to do a survey after? They're like, how were your 7
They
calzones?
just went by how many people ate them, and
You know
so
what?
I kept
I think
eating
That
them.
you fucked up the survey.
You may have
Fuck it up. We had calzones all the time. People got sick of them.
You may have ruined
You're like,
it for the rest of us, though. They're like, kids are going to eat too many.
I did ruin it for the rest of them because after that they had calzones all the time, and people they hated them.
Diarrhea. There's so much diarrhea. By the way, you know what they were doing with that calzone? They're taking the old pizza and just shoving it with leftover food, stuffing it.
Who cares, man? That's fine.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good as fuck.
And were you sad when
You're
it
going to
went
tell
away?
me school lunch calzone was good as fuck? Dude, you're out of your mind. A school prepared calzone? You're like, as good as anything I've ever had in a restaurant.
Yeah.
Restaurant quality calzone.
If you had a lunch that you brought in and you're like, oh, it's calzone day, would you get rid of your lunch?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You're like, fuck this.
You throw it, hey, by the way, did they have like crushed red pepper shakers and Parmesan cheese on the table?
No, they didn't. I think they had packets of Parmesan cheese.
Did they have a guy come over and go, "It was a little fresh parm"? And
No.
grind it?
They
What
didn't
was
do that.
inside of it? Pepperoni?
Dude, macaroni, chicken McNuggets.
American chop suey?
Yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah, bok choy. There's just filled with bok choy.
That's fine
Green
now.
beans,
No, dude. it was
corn.
cheese.
Mashed
and-
potatoes?
No, god damn it, you guys.
You imagine eating that
Why is
mashed,
this making me so angry?
mashed potatoes
oh,
with juices all over you?
A taco boat.
It was
Was
cheese,
the outside a hard taco shell?
cheese and pizza sauce
Why are you talking like that? Pizza sauce.
What else?
and pepperoni chunks.
That's it?
chunks of real pepperoni.
It was fucking awesome.
And chunks of real pepperoni in
It was
every
fucking
calzone.
awesome.
Between 2 pieces of bread?
I was in 6th grade. Of course it tasted
Was there
awesome.
peanut butter in there?
My favorite restaurant at the time was Olive Garden and Friendly's.
Oh, I went to a Friendly's once.
Friendly sucks.
Yeah, fucking Friendly's. is the worst.
Friendly's is garbage.
Yeah, but they had the wizard fucking ice cream thing. Remember with Reese's Pieces for his face and the cone upside down?
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got.
I don't
love
remember.
it.
I only went to one once.
His beard was made out of vanilla ice cream.
Friendlies. I think they tried to open one in Illinois, and it didn't go well, so they gave up on expanding outside
We
the
went
East Coast.
every time we had a ballet recital.
For your sister?
All the time.
For me and my brother and my sister. Yeah, we went
The
all
dancing
the time.
duets.
We did.
Did you ever get the watermelon cake, like ice cream cake?
No.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do.
The chocolate chips for the seeds.
We stuck the whole concept
That
of
sounds terrible.
peanut butter and
good.
ice cream was new to me, you know?
Back then?
Yeah.
Peanut butter and ice cream?
Yeah, so the fact that there was
You're
vanilla
like,
ice cream.
which one of these would I put on my dick? Let the dog.
You imagine if a restaurant had a dog inside and that was the promo.
This guy's coming in too strong. You gotta save some of this for the rest of the show.
Something's comedy.
You can't do dog dick looking peanut butter already.
But if Aaron starts his own company, something's comedy as a rival.
Uh-oh. Well, then he's got copyright infringement because I just coined it.
Did you sign a non-competition clause that you wouldn't start another podcast?
That you wouldn't do sound within a 4-mile radius?
He signed a Santa Claus.
Santa Claus 2.
No, there's a new one out. And Tim
know.
Allen's retiring in the new, it's Santa Claus's.
And he gives the mantle to another guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he passes it on?
Well, I haven't
Yeah, I
seen
think
it,
so.
but I
Who,
read the
Travolta?
description.
It's Travolta, and you watch his tits slowly get fatter and
No,
fatter.
isn't it Dice?
It's Andrew Dice Clay's gonna be the new Santa.
It's between Dice, Joey Diaz, and
God, could you imagine Joey
Holtzman.
Diaz landing a role like that?
Diaz would be great, and he did a voice. He did a voice on one of those dog.
Lee.
You know, they had that series of like those Disney dog movie.
Yeah.
He did a bunch of voices in that, but he would be great as an elf.
Yeah.
In like a Tim Allen Santa Claus movie. He's like, "Hey, Santa, get your dick sucked."
Let me sniff your wife's ass.
That'd be great.
Santa, it's Tuesday.
If you told me Diaz was playing an elf, I'm fucking in.
Get that mistletoe over your fucking dong.
Yeah, but you would say the same thing if Beetlejuice was also playing an elf.
100%.
If it was Coco Diaz and Beetlejuice as his
partners?
two elves, partner elves.
Did you know that Travolta is going to play the new Santa, but he's playing it as the character from The Fanatic?
That'd be amazing. Christmas presents.
He's digging in his ear and sniffing his finger.
Santa Moose? Was that his name?
Yeah,
Moose?
Moose is in the North Pole.
Because he's going to get charged with that murder, so he's got to flee.
Yeah, to the North Pole where he makes presents for kids, but they all suck. They all.
Oh, Santa, I want you to sign this. Come on, sign it, Santa.
All the kids get pink eye from his gifts because he's got shit all over his fingers all the time.
You're going too strong now.
How can Santa
Shit
pass
fingers already.
off the Santa? It should be in the family, like the royalty.
Yeah,
It should be his son.
Well, he's been fucking his kids trying to get an heir that's worthy.
But he keeps putting it in his wife's
they're all-
ass. That's why he can't.
Mrs. Claus?
Yeah.
Is she retiring too, or is she staying with the new guy?
I don't know. She makes some videos with the new guy first.
Jesus.
Oh,
She's like, part of the job is you have to have sex with me.
they have an OnlyFans.
They do, called Santa Cuck.
James says Holtzman's going to do a roast of Santa in San Francisco.
Oh, dude, I'd love to see him dressed as Santa, screaming at people.
Hey, fuck you, Chris Kringle.
But he's saying that, but he's dressed as Santa.
Yeah, they're like, wait, aren't you Santa? No, roasting Santa.
My Christmas
They're
present
gonna
is
be
seeing
roasting-
your hole, bitch.
They're going to roast Santa, Mrs. Claus, the elves, Nosferatu, the Wolfman.
A Thanksgiving turkey. The Easter bunny.
Blanta?
A prime rib.
Blanta. That black Santa from Atlanta.
Yeah, Blanta. The real Black Santas of Atlanta on the show.
The real black Santas of Atlanta.
I would watch
That's a
that.
spin-off of the real Santas of Atlanta.
There's a lot of drama.
There is.
A lot of drama with those Black Santas in Atlanta.
Any drama? Oh, all you can eat.
He's like, this guy thinks that he's working at Macy's.
When a new Santa
That one
moves
sucks.
from St. Louis to Atlanta, the boys don't like it. That's episode 1.
Of Blanta.
Blanta. My Lanta.
Could you put a black beard on Santa?
Yeah, you could.
Would
The
that
stores,
be
that's the new well, not the new thing, but the last probably 5 years, 10 maybe, is
What, they have
black,
different-
Black Santas.
what I'm saying? But what about beard color? Could you put a red beard on?
No, I've never seen a red bearded Santa.
You've seen a black bearded Santa?
I have, yeah, but
Really?
a black bearded
He
Santa.
was a pirate.
Oh, a black bearded Santa.
Yeah, I've also seen, I'm a black pirate named Santa.
Here's some black powder in your stocking.
I almost bought.
Here's some black powder, and I've also. What do you want for Christmas? Clam chowder.
We went back to that Michael's.
By the sea.
Where the homeless people
Yeah,
are?
we did.
What happened? You have PTSD?
Yeah, I got real sad again.
It is Michael's by the sea of homeless people.
I got real sad again, not because of the homeless people, but because they only
They ran
had
out of googly eyes?
3 people working in this whole fucking store.
Did an employee pull you aside and say, "You want to see a dead body?"
Yeah, they did.
And you're like, "What aisle?"
And then he was like, I just wanted to show you my penis.
Dude, all those stores, because I get dragged to them a lot, there's no cashiers.
No, there was
the
no
line is like
cashier.
out the fucking
Dude, it
door.
was crazy.
You have to wait like 20 minutes to buy. You're
I
like,
heard
is
that
this
you
even
could-
worth it?
I heard you could take the items out of the store and come back later and pay for them.
That's true.
I've also
They take a number, like at a deli counter, and then we'll call you when it's time to come back and
I've
pay.
seen a lot of just walkouts with the items.
we walked out.
with the items.
No, we didn't walk
Yeah,
out.
but I
with
see
the
a lot of
items.
just walkout theft, and the guard just walks alongside of them. And I'm like,
Because you're not
what?
allowed to touch anybody.
Well, like, what's the point? I saw one guy was like in Target, and he was like, "You gonna take that?" And he was trying to block the guy's cart. The guy was like juking him, and then he got away. And he
I
left.
saw a couple take an entire rack of clothes out of Macy's. Just
they wheeled it.
wheeled it out to the parking lot, threw it in
Really?
the car, and the security guard was just walking behind them. It was crazy.
But what's the point? Like, why?
I don't
walk
know.
behind
He
him?
gets their license plate number. He also goes, hey, we've got your face. He tries to talk them out of it.
Yeah.
He's like, "Look, guys, here's a cigarette. My name's
You,
Dog the
you
Bounty
can't do
Hunter."
anything. You can't stop anybody. You can't touch anybody.
It was the store
really no
manager
point.
and the security guard were just walking behind them as they pushed a whole rack of clothes out into
They're
the
like, "You
parking
got to do the
lot.
whole rack. You're not gonna put a couple back."
They try to wheel a deal.
a couple of those items probably don't fit you.
Yeah, that doesn't even that wouldn't even look good on you.
That's tough to resell.
Yeah,
They're like,
I
"Come
saw
on, guys."
a couple wheel out a rack of ribs at a restaurant,
is that true?
at a barbecue restaurant. Yeah,
At a
he took
TGI
it, he goes,
Fridays?
hey, you can't take that whole rack.
I saw a guy do a snatch and grab of blooming onions at fucking Outback Steakhouse.
I was in a store. I was like way in the back. It was a Walmart. This was big, and I was way in the back, and I heard a female employee. They were young. They were like young teens.
Yeah.
She's like, "Shit's getting crazy up front," and the guy's like, "What?" And I was like trying to stop, and I had nothing to like. It was like nothing around me. So I was like,
Yeah.
"Okay." So I looked up front. I don't know if somebody stole something, but there was an altercation. The security guard was on the ground outside. Ambulance came. Guy's holding his head.
Oh, he probably
Oh.
tried to stop somebody. And
I
they
think he
fucking
got
hit him.
I think he
with
got conked with something. I don't know what it was, man.
The guy was stealing a rack of baseball bats.
He's like, you really gonna take him? I think he didn't get the memo. Don't stop him, and he was trying to be a hero. And he got fucking beat up.
Some people do. I think they're really just there to prevent like altercations.
Yeah.
But when you steal, I mean, it's costing us all. We're paying for those racks.
No,
of
we're not
clothes.
paying. No, we're not. No.
The
No, these corporations are just jacking up prices because they're making record profits.
So like steal all you want.
They are like steal all you want, and we'll use it as a good excuse to raise those prices.
There have been a few, like when I've seen it, I'm like, should I just it's like walk? Why am I
It's
paying?
disturbing to see.
You're like, why am I paying for it?
Well, yeah, let's be part of the demise of society. Hey, everyone else is doing it.
Exactly. It does. That's exactly the feeling I get. It's like when I see like two people wheel out a whole thing of clothes while they're being followed, I think to myself, this is over.
But you also have to. I have to make up for this by being a better citizen.
I pay
And
more.
shopping responsibly at Macy's.
I overpay. I say you keep that for
say,
loss.
If I saw them
Loss
taking,
prevention.
if I saw
Don't worry
them,
about those nickels.
if I saw them taking that rack out, I would get my own rack and wheel it up to the
I'd like to see a babe take a
the
rack
cash
out at Macy's.
register and go, I'd like to buy this whole rack of clothes.
I'd like to suck this whole rack of titties.
How much for the mannequin to suck those
I
titties?
follow the people out. It's like I try on that XL.
I'll
shirt.
buy that from you for 50% off.
Dude, that would be crazy.
in the parking lot.
Yeah.
They're like we gotta go. Like, hold on.
Sir, you're buying stolen goods. I don't know that.
I thought they bought the rack.
Yeah.
Did they put the rack in the car or whatever they were
No,
driving?
they just open the trunk and start throwing the
Throwing it
clothes
in.
in.
But I did. I saw that couple too. They returned the rack to the shopping cart.
the rack cart
area.
no.
They're like,
definitely
can you at
did.
least walk your rack back to the front?
They put it back where it was in the store.
And we need the hangers.
That's
as
gonna
well.
ding somebody's car door. You leave that Macy's rack in the parking lot.
By the way, in L.A., you do that. You call the cops, and they're like, "Yeah, we got other shit."
We'll
to
be there
do."
in 3 hours.
No, they won't even show up.
No, they've got to stop a guy with a machete from fucking.
Yeah.
Fucking Mad Max out here, Lee.
Yeah, watch it. I heard they're gonna put a nuclear bomb in the Burbank power
They're
plant.
taking fucking collared shirts from Macy's, Lee.
They didn't even go to college.
They're rolling the racks out. You can't stop it.
They're sitting in UCLA classes. They didn't even pay for the courses.
Dude,
How do we stop them? They're going to film school for free, Lee.
That would be how to do it, to be honest with you. I had thought about that. You just walk into a class and sit down in the big lecture hall.
And they're like, sir, what's your name? You're like, I don't have to tell you anything.
Well, I mean, I went to MIT, so.
Or you just say, I'm auditing the class.
Sometimes, though, you want the personal connection by going to class and sitting with people.
After you did that, I started watching those classes to see if I could beat you in learning.
You could beat me in MIT
Yeah.
studies.
And I was
Did you
too
see
bored.
him?
I was too
Did you
bored.
see him in the
Exactly.
classes?
It's boring as fuck, dude.
What were they talking about?
Science and
No ass eating?
psychiatry.
What were you looking at? Oh, you went to Psychology 101.
Yeah,
I did that one. I did like an engineering and like another science one.
I couldn't. I felt like I was playing pretend school.
It wasn't for you.
No.
That's why I'm still doing it. So
Yeah, this guy is still doing black market college classes.
Aaron, did you know I went to MIT?
What does it stand for?
Massachusetts Institute of Technology.
Mostly
What are
interesting
you
titties.
I figured there was some
Must
other-
insert titty
Must insert titty.
For into the
in
slot
the butt.
machine.
I remember watching an old porno where a chick was using the titty in the vagina when I was real young, like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
It was a good one.
Yeah,
It's the best age to see it.
yeah. It's a
It
porno.
really shapes your mind.
It's a porno called Goodnight Moon. Goodnight titty. Fucking the pussy.
Good night, Clint.
Good night, titty stuck in vagina.
Good night, spread butthole with a woman whispering, lick, lick.
Good night, woman sucking it.
Good night, man holding woman's head and crotch whispering, suck it. Suck it.
Good night.
not whispering so much.
Good night, forced blowjob.
They didn't have forced blowjobs back then. Back then, everything was completely consensual, where it looked like the man wasn't having a good time, but the women were loving it.
No. There's some of the stuff in the 70s where they are sensual with those blowjobs, man.
They love it. The guy's like, "Oh, you're sucking so hard." She's
No,
like,
Yes,
"Shut
it
the fuck
never
up."
says that. Oh, you're sucking so hard. This is the 70s.
No, they were doing crazy shit back then.
I know. I read about it.
Swedish
Good night, Moon.
erotica.
Good night, moon.
Have you ever read Goodnight Boone?
I've read Goodnight Boone.
Good night, Boone. Stop sucking.
Goodnight Boone. Don't tell anybody about this, but
Or I'll kill you. Oh, where does Daddy live?
Good
night.
night. Good night, grocery cart full of stolen goods. Speaking of stealing goods, he was doing it before it was popular.
I know.
They say he's now not into it because he's like seeing a band.
It's too mainstream.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I remember stealing when no one was doing it.
He's paying for stuff
Now
now.
I work a job.
Now that you people are hacked.
Yeah, you imagine him showing up in a suit. He drives up in like a new Lexus. He's like, "Oh, I'm working corporate America."
I'm the CEO of Dick Sucking University.
I put all my money in crypto.
What if he did? This guy's a secret billionaire. Dude, the B would ask him for money. Come on.
Give me a fucking loan.
Give me a loan. Let me suck your dick.
Fucking loan for a fucking bone.
Come on, like old fucking times. Fucking reminisce. I'll drive you to McDonald's.
Speaking of Danny, Danny says he got psychic attacked last night and had a big time Tommy dream.
What the fuck?
What was? First of all, what was this dream? Because
like,
this
it's
could
me.
be anything.
I'm in your dream. Big time Tommy, keeping it old school, dreaming.
Is that what it was? That's a great big time Tommy, but that sentence made no sense.
Yeah, it's a dream. Then Big Time Tommy became a hot woman that he was fucking. Then he turned back into Big Time Tommy.
He woke up and his dog was licking his dick because he fell asleep with peanut
Oh,
butter. all
come
over.
on now. It could be ice cream. It could be watermelon ice cream.
Yeah, or a child.
Dude, what is this big time? Because this could, I mean, honestly, it could be
Yeah,
absolutely
Danny.
anything.
Okay, he said Tommy had platform shoes on,
Shut up.
and he
What
was
kind of fucking dream
and he
is
was
this?
5'8", and he didn't recognize him right away.
Ah, he goes, you're
He's
just
like,
so
wait a
tall."
second, is that Big Time?
He goes, is that Shaq?
James is alleging it was a wet dream, but I don't know if he was involved in it.
Shots fired.
I don't know if he was involved in
know,
it.
They just said he woke up before he came in his pants.
You're going to come right now. Keep it old school.
Isn't that crazy how you're like, sometimes you'll wake up right before you're about to blow your load in your pants. You're like, oh, thank God.
Or more often, like you're like fucking a chick's tits or whatever, and then they turn into Big Time Tommy's tits.
And, and now you're like, now I'm really going to blow hard.
and he drops his toothpick right on the tip of your dick.
Oh God, that would hurt.
What would you rather do? Just it's you and Tommy naked and you just kissing for an hour.
Fuck.
And he smells.
I'll take that one. I don't even know
and
the
he just
option.
ate one of your fucking school calzones. So he's got pepperoni on his breath, grease on his.
He would probably hate them. He would think they're not as sophisticated as.
If they're as good as you say, he's like, these are as good as the ones I've had in Italy.
He'd be a good lunch man. You could barely see over the counter.
That would be true. How they liking the pizza?
You'd be like, hey, you'd see him standing there, and then you'd be like, hey, can I get more mashed potatoes? And then he would just climb down some steps, and he would disappear under the counter.
Yeah, you go. They liking the mashed potatoes out there.
I saw a video he did recently where he was cooking, I think it was veal.
He's cooking Eleanor's
No,
pussy.
it was no sausage, and he fucking butterflied it out, so it looked really bizarre. And he's like, you got to get the good bread. My mama always said, get the good bread. He was cooking onions. He's like, the trick with the onions, little molasses or no, brown sugar.
Yeah.
But then, and I couldn't tell if this was a bit. I don't think he's smart enough to do this as a bit. He put Nutella all over the bread. And he ate some of it.
I bet that's a real thing.
And he's like,
because it's to get that
he's like,
sweet,
you get that sweet,
savory.
and that savory.
Yeah.
You got a little bit of everything.
Yeah, but you already have the sweet with the brown sugar onions.
Well, he added the
Yeah,
Nutella.
but you don't think that guy has a major sweet tooth? That guy can't taste brown sugar anymore. He needs like fucking. You need 100 grams of sugar on something for him to even.
I love the
He's
idea.
sensitized.
I love the idea of someone no longer being able to taste brown sugar.
By the way, that Nutella thing does sound interesting because you really get that savory sausage.
This fucking guy said
It
that the calzone from 6th grade cafeteria.
Have you ever had an
peasant food? And he's like, I want a sausage and Nutella sandwich.
Have you ever had an ice
Made by
cream,
Big Time Tommy.
an ice cream cake calzone?
Tell me about it.
So it's just a calzone on the outside and inside. It's an
That'd be
ice cream
good.
cake.
That'd be
So
good
you
as
cut
hell.
into it, it just leaks all
That'd
over.
be good, though.
But it'd be hot.
Yeah, I know.
It's like deep fried ice cream.
Yeah.
You got to get in there quick.
My ex-girlfriend, Myrtle Beach, used to make fake deep fried ice cream.
How do you make fake deep
She'd
fried?
take Captain Crunch and pour it all over ice cream and mash it into it.
Oh, yeah, it's similar.
Yeah.
Deep fried ice cream is fucking good
Never had it.
when done right. There's a Mexican restaurant near me, and they used to have it.
My mouth got wet. Sorry. Your pussy got wet. my mouth pussy got wet.
Dude, what if you...
That's a crazy thing to say in a restaurant review.
Or
What
at a
if you're,
restaurant to a table.
What if you...
To the waiter.
What if you were with a lady and she could get her pussy wet by talking about food?
Probably somebody out there.
That'd be like...
I'd be able to get her pussy wet.
like, let's talk food.
Let's talk about food, baby.
Yeah, but then you start to phone it in after you've been in a relationship for
Yeah.
you're like bananas, apples, oranges, ready.
But you had to
Eat
like
a
fuck her
sandwich, turkey.
with a
Turkey,
chicken
then you
bone.
spit on your dick. You're like, all right, let's go.
But what if you could only use like a thing that looks like a bone, like a dog toy, to fuck her with it?
What the fuck are you saying, man? This whole
I'm saying,
episode.
I'm talking about
Always
the
comes
food.
back to dog.
I'm talking about the food. But that's the only thing that looks like a toy that looks like a bone.
Oh, throw me that bone. I'm bone shakalaka. I trained your dog.
I trained your dog to lick my dick.
Someone asked, does Andrew ever call his wife Big Time Tammy?
Oh, that'd be sweet, dude.
She's like, take it easy.
She did have a beard in her Halloween costume. She could have been Big Time Tammy.
Well, yeah, but that was just her hair that she put in a ponytail under her chin.
I'm gonna beat your balls.
Is that what you would say?
Yeah. Keep it in old school. Beat your balls.
sack.
Amy says she went to the Duran Duran movie. I didn't know that existed. One of the guitarists looks like Steve Parmezizi. She said it was driving me crazy thinking he was singing.
He was in it. He's in the band. The guy got sick and he was available.
Yeah, I can play the music.
Yeah, like a wolf. Let's get milked.
For 2 milkings.
Yeah.
That's what he got paid in. They didn't pay him money.
Fucking Rio is a fucking awesome song.
Yeah, real.
dude.
A lot of them, dude.
I mean, they're all good, but that one, there's so many layers to how good it is.
How
Duran Duran
many
was,
layers would you say?
Like 5.
5 layers.
Yeah.
That's a 5-layer song.
A 5-layer calzone song.
That's how you talk about music? Is
I
through
want a
calzones?
calzone so bad right now.
We got to make Aaron's farewell episode a good one.
Stop that, dude. What are you doing?
Aaron, what's your favorite calzone? We'll call it in right now.
The one at Andrews Elementary School.
It was middle school.
Oh. Have you ever had a good calzone?
Of course. Yeah.
Calzone talk.
Fucking unbelievable banter.
Well, right now, you're
What the fuck are you doing?
right now. Welcome
You
to the.
followed up. You followed up. Aaron's leaving us for Some Things Comedy. So hold on, guys. I gotta ask him a question real quick. Hey, bro, have you ever had a good calzone? Yeah.
I'm asking the questions that the listeners want to know the answers to.
Yeah, dude.
Grant Man says, O'Neill, how does the song Rio go? I'm not familiar with
Oh. Down in
Rio.
Peel.
I bless the
ladies
rains
dance
down in
in
Rio.
ladies are dancing there, and like it's all everyone's having a good time.
That's not how the song goes. Ladies are dancing there, and everyone's having a good time. Imagine going.
They talk about it.
Imagine going up to the karaoke mic and you go, okay, you guys ready for Rio? Woo!
Yeah, Rio.
Ladies are dancing there. Everyone's having a good time.
That's what they're talking
They're
about.
on a sailboat.
They're in the sand.
running on the beach, also on the sailboat.
Her name was Rio. And,
Champagne.
Oh, her name is
Yeah.
Rio, and she dances on the sand. And everywhere she goes, she's shaking people's hands.
That's it. Everywhere she goes, she's shaking.
No, that is
people's
it.
hands.
Her name is Rio, and she dances like a
Man.
Her
That's
name
how it
is
goes.
Rio, likes him young like Peter Pan.
Do you know the song Rio?
Of course.
What the fuck?
Have you ever had?
They were listening
you
to
ever
it.
had a good-
Have you ever had a good Rio listening?
Have you ever had a calzone while you listen to Rio?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
I've gotten the Rio calzone from a Brazilian calzone factory.
From a Brazilian jiu-jitsu calzone factory?
Yeah, they roll around and they eat it up for you.
With Jocko Willnick?
El Rio calzone.
Get up, make a calzone, throw it away.
That'd be so crazy. The first thing he ate in the morning was a calzone.
No, he just smells it.
smell the calzone. Throw it in the trash.
Don't eat that. Go to your neighbors, throw away their junk food.
Break into their house. Make them calzones.
Do you think David Goggins does that for breakfast in the morning? You know how monks go door to door asking people for rice?
Yeah.
Do you think he just goes over there? I need some fucking Frosted Flakes. He's like, eating breakfast in the morning is too easy if you could go to the grocery store. I beg my neighbors for food.
Or he's like a
Frosted
crack,
Flakes and Raisin Bran.
or he's like a crack addict. He's just begging for like, give me cinnamon rolls, please. And they're like,
That's
get out of
crazy.
here.
If he came over to your house after a 27-mile run and he's like, I need cinnamon rolls now.
By the way, rest in peace, Anthony Johnson.
Yeah,
the Rumble.
Rumble Johnson.
Rumble Johnson, MMA fighter, phenomenal power, probably one of the
38
heaviest
years old.
hands.
What happened to him?
Just said he had an illness. They didn't say what it was. It wasn't COVID.
He was scheduled to have a fight in Bellator last year.
Wouldn't say what it
and
was.
they pulled out for an undisclosed illness. And then he said a tweet. He goes, "Hopefully, I'll see you guys in 2022. Pray for me." And now he's dead.
May have been Klein's from Nathan for you.
Is that true?
No, I don't know what it was.
I heard he was going to fight Valerie Loretta at Bellator.
Who's Loretta?
What are
Oh, the
you
woman
talking
from
about?
Miami?
Yeah. With the hot ass, who's now in the WWE, I think.
She is?
Or AEW. I don't know which the difference.
Dude, you love AEW women wrestlers.
Dude, they
you should
are
talk to Big Earl.
fucking hot, man.
Big Earl told me he switched his allegiance. He will only ever support AEW now.
They have the hottest chicks, you know?
Is that true? Hotter
Yeah.
than WWE?
Dude, they got that one chick with the blonde hair who wears the thong and crushes.
They got the one chick with the titties and the pussy. You know what I'm talking about.
You should see her.
Oh, and the dudes are awesome too. The one guy's a dick.
You don't see their dicks while they wrestle?
That's what they should do.
Dick wrestling?
Yeah, they should have to wear longer shorts and they have to like have it come down the side of their leg.
They swing them together.
And maybe that's one guy's
it's even
move.
better.
How did they ever have a guy who like crushes your face into the side of his dick? in his shorts.
Oh, he's doing the dick sniffer.
Yeah, he is. He's going for it, ladies and gentlemen. He's going off the top ropes.
I saw an old clip where Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior doing the old-fashioned test of strength where their hands are locked.
Yeah.
Mercy.
And Ultimate Warrior's on his knees and his head's right in Hulk Hogan's dick, and he's shaking his head back like furious side to side.
Yeah,
So it just looks like he's blowing him super hard. I was like, how are you not aware that that's what that looks like?
Yeah, but also they were aware. You're gonna tell me these guys weren't aware? He probably was like, "This will be great."
Dude,
Hilarious.
there's a hilarious promo where it was a tag team match with Hulk Hogan and Macho Man Randy Savage were teamed up together. And the promo, Randy Savage keeps ducking out of frame and then coming up flexing in the frame while Hogan's talking and then ducking back down and coming up with a new flex pose out of the frame. And Hogan can barely keep it together each time he does it.
Dude, those guys 100% know what they're doing.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Mean Gene.
Who's the guy in AEW?
Pussy.
There's a black wrestler in AEW that does Macho Man.
Oh, what does he
He's
do?
funny.
What does he do? What does he say?
What's his name?
I'm the macho.
Jay
Yeah,
Lethal.
he's funny. He does a great one.
He did Ric Flair, too. He did a great impersonation.
To Ric Flair. Ric Flair's like, "You don't do that!"
Did he get mad for real?
He was screaming.
Ric Flair
at
had
the ring.
4 strokes.
That guy is
Probably.
probably the most entertaining guy I've seen in a while.
Aaron, do you watch AEW?
While eating a
I
calzone.
tried once and I didn't.
They have
I
that
couldn't
one.
really
They have
get
that
into
one
it.
chick with the ass.
Yeah, but they also
I
have
should have
fucking
hung in for her.
Dr. Britt Baker, and dude,
She's a real dentist.
fucking in love with her, man.
Legit
She's
dentist.
So hot.
Crazy.
You should go get your teeth cleaned by her. Fly to
thank you.
Pittsburgh.
Why would I fly to Pittsburgh to get my teeth cleaned?
'Cause you love
That's
her.
so psycho.
Is she practicing?
Yeah,
think so,
Yeah, she's
yeah.
still practicing.
I want my dentist to be brutally sore every day.
But she also like bleeds a lot, so it's like you go in, she all cut
Dude,
up.
that picture of her when she's bleeding, she's going like, with the blood.
She was
all
on her period.
head.
You mean that one?
Yeah, when she's on her period, she's like, my pussy blood. I was like, AEW's crazy, dude.
Extreme.
Did you hear they just signed Duran Duran's the house band?
That's true. And
for
they only play
AEW.
Rio.
Rio.
so sing the rest of it.
Dances like a man everywhere. She's got in her hand.
Everywhere she's got in her hand. What do you think the lyrics are? Just go right now.
I already
what
know.
You think.
I just did what I said.
That's
I go,
not it.
Her name is Rio, and she dances on the beach. You see her when you go down there.
Don't get your nuts with a leech.
Amy wants to know if you can sing. What song does she want? She wants
Hungry like a wolf.
No, Wild Boys.
Yeah, Wild Boys. Exactly.
Oh. Girls on film. Da-na-na-na-na. Girls on film. Da-na-na-na-na.
Might be the best one you've ever done. Might be the best one.
With Renazizi on lead guitar.
Guys get milked.
Milk on film.
Guys getting milked.
Milked on film.
I'm squirting over there.
She said same band, wrong song.
I know.
Stickler.
I know. It's called Girls on Film was what I was thinking.
What's the one called Wild Boy? Wow,
I'm a
boys.
real wild one. Wild one.
Wow, Puffalumps hanging out in crazy clothes. Wow, Puffalumps.
What's the one
Doing
where it
Winnie
goes?
the Pooh?
Where's the one from the 90s where it's like ding 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 ding? It's real dark.
You can tell me more about that song.
It's like a isn't that the Married with Children episode where Al Bundy can't figure out the song?
Where Al Bundy joins Duran Duran.
yeah.
All right, guys. I didn't know that guy is like a karate master.
Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He's also we had to talk about this once. I read an article where he went to like a boxing gym and the guy's like, "You're so good, you could be a pro champion right now." That's what he said. By the way, he never boxed. So I think he might have a little bit of an inflated sense of self.
well, not Al Bundy.
He scored all those touchdowns.
That's why he played that character so well. He also claims those 4-ounce gloves in the UFC that you could punch. His direct quote is, "You could punch through a barn door with those and you wouldn't hurt your hand." I was like, clearly the man has never been punched with 4-ounce gloves.
I don't know. Have you? I prefer 2-ounce gloves.
It's 8-ounce
I
gloves.
prefer fist ounce gloves.
I prefer the big gulp 17-ounce gloves from 7-Eleven.
Did you hear Stephen A. Smith on ESPN was like, "And you got these 4-inch gloves?" He's like, "It's not like the 12-inch gloves." And Cormier was like, "They're ounces." You mean ounces? Yeah, that's what I mean. Ounces.
He's talking about penises.
Yeah, he was.
I got a 4-inch penis. It's not like my 12-inch penis.
I saw a commentator, I think it was around Halloween for hockey. He was trying to say Reese's peanut butter cups, and he's like, "You got those Reese's penis, pieces peanut butter cups,
Penis.
Reese's penises.
Oh, come on, getting me hard watching this hockey.
I got a whole bag of. My kids always want to get a whole bag of Reese's penises. Reese's pieces. Reese's penis butter.
My kids ate so many Reese's penises.
Bruce says, "R.I.P. Aaron Carter." It's
Oh yeah, he did.
good
Yeah,
point.
he was probably one of the better MMA fighters there were.
Yeah.
good face tats towards the end.
That one is sad. Fucking
good
guy
music.
OD'd.
He didn't talk to anyone in his family. He had a big episode. I didn't know this, of Lizzie McGuire, where I think they were love interests.
Dude, I can't believe you guys wrote an episode of Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah, we sold it.
We
to
should
her.
have a reading of it.
We should. I'd love to read it. There's butt sex in it, right?
I'm in.
Yeah,
Aaron's going to star as all the roles.
her parents stopped paying attention to her, so she decides to have anal with the captain of the basketball team.
Her dad was Skolnick from Revenge of the Nerds on the show.
And the dad was molesting her. The fucking.
Did you really put that in there?
Lanny, he didn't
What are
speak.
you guys doing? How crazy is this script?
It's crazy.
Probably couldn't be read in today's day and age.
And you can read Michael's by the Sea, but you can't read this.
What did you guys send it out for?
If you read it, it must be accompanied with an NDA.
You have to
can't talk about it.
They train her for anal, so she's riding around on a bicycle with no seat. They're shoving French baguettes in there to get her ready to fuck this guy.
I heard that if you don't make a copy of the script and give it to someone else,
Yeah,
in 7 days.
and someone finds it on your computer, you're fucked.
It's the ring. It's the ring of scripts.
They say once you get it on your computer, you need to get it off your computer and send it to somebody else ASAP.
Yeah, I would not be comfortable with you emailing me this script.
And the captain of the basketball team couldn't read. And they're like, prove it. So they hold up a menu and he goes, I can't read a word. And they're like, oh my God, he can't read.
Are you sold on it yet, Andrew?
Yeah, it's funny to me, man.
You want to buy it?
What did you guys make it for?
$8,000.
Is that true?
Yeah, we shot it with Lizzie McGuire. She was on Tough Times.
We brought
That's
it.
all you made?
By the way, it's not
We
the
brought
only,
it to a Macy's, and the guy walked out with it.
It's not the only Liz McGuire. We wrote a mockumentary about her where she grew up in a water park.
You guys are on a
I told
list.
you that. I told you she did a remake of Fear, except instead of Mark Wahlberg, it was a chimpanzee finger banging her on a roller coaster.
Wild horses.
Holy shit, who was it for?
Well, it was basically just for ourselves. At
our
some point,
families.
you look at it, you go, "This might just be for us."
Did you show it to anybody else?
Yes, we showed it to people. They said, "Hey, you probably work on something else."
I just show it to people. I need to know.
A different time, man.
What do you mean it's a different time? Tell me how you pitched this Lizzie
We
McGuire.
said, "Hey, we have a writing sample. Would you read?"
Shut the fuck up. Who'd you send it to?
This guy who was a writer and was working all the time.
Fuck you. You sent it to a real professional.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
And he goes, "I've never seen the show, so I don't know what this is about." It was just a nice way of saying, "Get the fuck away from me."
Oh my God.
Bruce says Lizzo acquired, but I think that is a good idea. Lizzo McGuire, bring it back.
Oh,
With Lizzo
Oh,
playing Lizzie.
yeah. That's a great
Lizzo, Mark McGuire.
He's a softball player.
They're a buddy cop duo. Lizzo and Mark McGuire.
He keeps losing his balls in her butt crack.
He gets her on roids.
Didn't Lizzo?
She just fucking
How fucking jacked would Lizzo get on roids, dude?
huge.
Didn't she? Did she do a reading for the Little Mermaid? Was that her for Ursula?
Did she?
I thought she did, or somebody did.
She would make a great Ursula.
But Melissa McCarthy stole it away.
Yeah, if you have to choose between Lizzo and Melissa McCarthy, dude, that's not even a choice. Why would you even have her read? If you can get Melissa McCarthy, you get Melissa McCarthy.
Oh, well, I thought you were
Because they're
going the
singing
other way.
involved, though.
You get Lizzo.
No, Melissa McCarthy's fucking hilarious.
I know, but Lizzo has got to sing those songs.
And she could pull a flute out, just start hammering
Floating
it.
underwater.
I don't want to listen.
Poor
to
unfortunate souls.
No, you go. I'm
He
sure
was
Melissa,
a sexual wizard.
That's going to be the new Little Mermaid.
Lizzo's going to do that live at a show. This is for my friend Andrew.
I'm sure Melissa McCarthy can sing, by the way.
Yeah.
And
like you can sing. She's
don't
like,
think so.
don't you forget about me.
if that was it, then I would watch that fucking movie.
Yeah, no shit. Everyone go see.
She's like, under the sea, watch me pee.
That's her. They changed the lyrics. She can't sing, so she's going to change the lyrics.
She could rhyme.
She could only do improv singing.
She could rhyme sing.
Under the sea, come watch me pee.
Just you and me.
By the way, Ursula never sings Under the Sea. It makes no sense for her to sing it.
What did she say? I don't watch kids movies.
She sings Poor Unfortunate Souls.
Did you say porno for porno for pyros covers?
By the way, I googled "Can Melissa and McCarthy sing?" came up.
Oh, people are
Apparently she can.
doubting.
She can, I know. Dude, she's super talented.
Everybody can sing. Can she sing well?
If you give her the right the right script, the problem is she's really bad, but Melissa McCarthy is fucking hilarious.
Melissa McCarthy?
With some real material. And now you give her she's going to be a hilarious movie.
I
she's
agree with you,
Ariel.
but I wanna
Or
hear-
she's Ursula.
Yeah, she's Ariel. He's like,
a whole
get over
new-
here, Prince Eric, give me that dick.
They actually did. Disney did do. There's like a plus size character right now. I guess they're like the first ever.
Isn't Ursula a plus size character?
But it's like a lead, I think, in an
The
animated.
first ever romantic plus size lead. Come see
first-
Disney.
It's disgusting.
The first plus size non-villain.
Is that what it says? That's what they're
Is that really what it
the
says?
First plus size non-villain.
They're like, look, fat people are always bad. This one's good.
This Christmas, see, Disney presents Fat Princess.
Dude, can you imagine? They're like,
With a good heart.
Let's write that in the fucking What's a Better Reddit.
dude,
Fat princess.
Disney presents the first non-fat sidekick. She's fat, and she's not the villain. That's who it is.
She's fat. She's not mean. She's nice.
And she loves it. And guess how she got fat? She ate all the calzones.
It's Bianca. Wait,
Who's Bianca?
she's a young ballerina.
Bianca-
this isn't a short.
The Bianca, the big fat ballerina.
Said it's,
Big beefy ballerina.
it's their first.
Bianca the big. Did you set your alarm?
Yeah.
Okay. Bianca the big.
You came out of that real quick.
It's their first plus size heroine who does heroin.
I mean, of course, it's in a short, right?
yes, and she doesn't speak.
And she's a frog.
But she only eats.
Can you imagine if you
She's doing ballet, just shoving.
She's
her-
actually a dumpling.
oh apple dumpling gang.
Oh, here she is. She's looking beefy. So wait, you're gonna get horny.
Is this animated?
Yeah, there she is doing ballet.
Oh yeah, she's a big girl. If that girl did heroin,
Why she have like a
she would
5
have to
o'clock
use
shadow?
she would have to use a soup spoon to do heroin.
Oh, look at that ass right there.
She does it.
She'd have to use a ladle.
She makes the drug dealer turn the heroin upside down first before he gives it to her to make sure that all the milkshake stays in.
Where do they release this?
Whoa, what is that? What's wrong with her face?
She's
She looks
5
like a
o'clock shadow.
cat. Is that Big Time Tommy?
It is. It does look a little bit like
He
Big
did the
Time
voice.
Tommy.
That's why they don't ever talk.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
this-
Take it easy. I'm doing ballet.
They
over
got
here.
this so accurate. There's pit stains on her unitard.
Is there
She
a
has
reason-
ass sweat?
Why'd they make her legs like one
They have
width all the way down?
They have a fun size Halloween Snicker bar stuck to the bottom
Well,
of
they
her
say
capicios.
people say that like if you do a very accurate animated
People don't
looking
like
person,
seeing
it turns them off. So they made her look like a fucking pig. they did. You know they used pig.
On the nose.
They did. They made her
This
look like
new
a pig.
Disney fat character looks like a fucking pig.
Welcome to Ballet Pig, starring Bianca.
That'd be great, dude. Hog ballet.
Dude, that's the craziest name. If they were like, this Christmas, fat is the future at Hog Ballet.
They're like, that's how they call them into class.
It's like doo, 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 doo.
And the lady's like, you will not eat from the trough until you get your toe spins right.
Yeah. They're like,
About time, Disney.
By the way,
this is the most progressive thing we've ever seen.
I can't believe it. I'm blown away.
can you see it? She does the spin perfectly,
And then
starts
has
creating
diarrhea.
Smoke. It smells like a barbecue.
They said in honor of this movie, they're going to raise the Disney ticket prices and all the food as well.
But that is a derogatory looking character that they pay. She looks like a hog.
Wait till
does.
Wait till you see her do a grand jeté. She goes through the floorboards.
They're like, it's hilarious. You're going to love it.
Who's going to raise her into the air?
That would be so crazy if they do Looney Tunes style fat pranks.
She has a heart attack.
Well, you remember
in the second act.
they used to have the hippo and the tutu, and then remember they would try to hold them up in the air and just would flatten.
It's in Fantasia,
Yeah, but it also is in the California Raisins Christmas special where they hoist the walruses up.
Oh,
I thought
also
it was
Disney's doing Fat Tasia.
I thought it was the calzone.
It's a
raisins.
remake.
It is the calzone raisins. I heard it through the pizza.
Heard it in the lunch line. Andrew had 7
Or 9.
He said that pepperoni is fine.
Dude, I ate so many.
You still think about
Did
it?
you
loved them.
pile them on all at once? You kept going up.
I went and got 2 at first.
So like Andrew, you've been in 3 lunch periods
Then
so
they,
far.
They made an announcement that I could have that you could have more.
They're like, ladies and gentlemen, Andrew can have 3 more calzones.
Did everyone gather around you and they're
I
go,
kept going
one
up.
more calzone, one more calzone.
I kept going up, and then at the end of the cafeteria, the cafeteria lady walked up to the table and just gave me 2 more
She goes,
calzones.
Just threw them at you. Take them.
She goes, hey, you're done eating those calzones. How about you eat my pussy?
And one was hanging out.
Yeah, but I was too
She goes,
full.
hey, eat this one once you get up
I
to
got a
it.
classic couple mistake. I ate too much at dinner, and now I can't fuck the cafeteria lady.
She goes, you
She's
like,
like, I hate when this happens.
she goes,
I should have had a salad before I fucked the cafeteria lady.
she goes, it seems like you like hot stuff, hot smelly stuff with cheese. I got something for you.
That would be the ultimate fat kid who seduces the lunch lady just to get more food.
Didn't we talk about me doing that when the hot lunch lady got busted for having sex parties?
In the boiler room.
Because she wasn't hot. She was just a very gross
They
looking
said though
normal-
she would let gravy drip down her ass.
This guy knows. You wouldn't eat gravy off a lunch lady's ass?
Who wouldn't? James says that you were eating out of date Hot Pockets. Expired.
Dude, I
was
think so
not
too.
eating expired Hot Pockets.
I don't even know if they expired.
Take it back, James!
Do you remember they used to have the little like I don't even know what they were. They were almost like those Doritos fully loaded.
Yeah.
They would serve them to you. They would just be little versions. They were like Hot Pockets.
Pizza
Tino's
rolls.
Pizza Rolls or something.
Dude, I ate so many of those on the Andrew DeWitt show. I ate 2 bags of them because I made them for the guests.
That you didn't get
I started to
sick?
trip.
What do you mean you tripped?
I felt like I was seeing shit.
You were fucking
pizza
rolling?
I was pizza rolling. Literally, I had 2 bags of pizza
Like,
rolls.
give me some water, bro.
Nobody on the fucking none of the guests wanted to eat those gross pizza rolls.
Were you rolling? Were you rubbing your nipples and caressing everyone?
Well, I will tell you this: I wasn't horny. I felt like shit, but I ate so many of
The
them
nutritional value, you would think you'd feel great immediately.
with all the niacin and riboflavin.
Yeah.
Oh, big riboflavin got you again, dude.
Yeah, they did. They got me tripping.
Dude,
What were you, like you were seeing things?
Yeah, I was seeing.
yeah,
flashes
he saw
of colors.
more fucking Tino's Pizza Roll.
I think it had more to do with a blood pressure situation than anything else.
You were dying.
Yeah, I don't know if I was.
They're like, go away from the light, Andrew.
Is this guy tripping his balls off or having a heart attack after eating 400 pizza rolls?
Well, you did go when you went. I went to a party with you once, and everyone was doing drugs, and you're like, "No, thanks. I just have salt." You just started eating salt. You're like,
That's
"Once my
true.
blood pressure gets high enough, I'm gonna start hallucinating."
In Chicago, I used to do pizza rolls off a chick's ass crack, sniff them out.
You're like, "Ah."
I was once at a restaurant. I got up, went to the bathroom. I didn't put a napkin over my food, and someone slipped in some pizza rolls.
Oh, well,
And I
what
got
you
all-
need is
I
our
got all
new-
fucked up.
Someone put a pizza roll in your drink?
Yeah, I got all fucked up.
You need our
You
new.
would get fucked up for that.
I was tripping.
You need
drank
our
a
new
ro-
shit-covered napkins that you can
That's
put
true.
on there.
John Little got pizza rolled once.
Hog ballet school is so mean. You said so many mean things about fat kids just then.
Ooh, what do you mean? I'm talking about this. Why would they make that chick look like that?
Where do they release their shorts? On YouTube?
I don't know.
Or maybe on Disney Plus.
they're
thinking the
Disney
parking
Plus
lot.
is for plus size.
They're at Macy's now on the
Yeah,
rack.
Disney Plus size. It's a channel of just.
They remake all their movies with fat characters.
You realize
Yeah.
we're repeating the exact bit we did for like 40 minutes, like 2 months ago.
What was it?
It was Disney Plus size, remember?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Why
yeah.
not Disney minus size?
I don't remember.
We did mini minus size too.
All right, let's move on.
Sorry, folks.
Remember we did Disney minus.
Dude, I have a question for you.
Okay.
This is from, I won't say his name. He says, is it normal to shit green after being pegged, asking for a friend or his cousin?
Did he have
Guacamole?
Did he have Fruity Pebbles?
What?
Because
What if you were a doctor and this was your line of questioning?
That's a valid question.
What do you mean that's a valid
I've
question?
shit green after Fruity Pebbles.
Was pegging involved?
No, but I'll shit after I get pegged sometimes.
Is it green?
No, I know, but the question
I'm
is
not
green.
eating Fruity Pebbles.
He said, though, he did say, Aaron's got to take a shit. Oh, tissue.
No, he's gonna take a shit behind the desk. He's wiping it with that. With
Are
a
you
little
jerking
tissue.
off thinking about those calzones?
He said he told the person pegging him.
No, dude, right now he's looking at fucking Hog Ballerina. He's like,
Hog Ballerina spreads her calzone.
Part 2.
this is for Disney adults. Disney After Dark.
It's the Disney After
What
Dark.
if they got it hardcore into animated porn? It's just Disney After Dark,
and
adults only.
as gummy bears instead of gummy bears?
They look at all their library.
Jerking and
Dude,
sucking
it would
and
be
fucking
huge.
and
It would be huge.
When you drink that potion, your dick gets bigger.
yeah, it goes boy.
It's Viagra.
Smashing and gashing, courageous and flashing, armed with the secrets of Spanish fly juice.
Oh, it's a special Bill Cosby animated rape series on Disney.
Called Cummy Bears.
Yeah.
Cummy Bears, come and here and there and
it's called Cumsby.
That's it. No, Cummy Bears, come and here and there and in your hair.
They don't care.
They are the Cummy Bears.
Consent doesn't exist.
What if they're the gummy bears like cousins who come by and they're just crazy filth porno?
They're like
people.
the Dudesons.
And they're like, let's get some of that gummy bear juice. And they're like,
Let's
yeah.
just come all over.
Yeah. They're like, let's go on an adventure at the castle. They're like,
No,
let's
jerk
go
off.
Fucking jerk off, suck each other's dicks.
Like, what? They're like, we got to get these gummy bears out of here. At first they were cool. Now they're just,
Oh, and then they meet the
welcome.
Scummy Bears, who are like the worst of the worst. That's at like real late at night. They're like, we're scummy.
They're committing crime.
Yeah, they do.
Stealing cars.
They do snuff videos, Disney afternoon stuff.
No, they do.
videos.
They do like their version of the Bang Bus, where they're picking up fucking people smoking crystal meth. They're like, "Hey, you want to make some money? Come in here and bang the Scummy Bear,
Scummy Bears, banging bus.
banging crystal meth."
Who don't? People who don't care.
Would you watch that? Would you watch adult Disney, Aaron?
No, I don't think I'd be.
Well, let me listen. We've got Cummy Bears. We've got Fuck Tales.
We got the Mandahorian.
yeah.
All right, I'm in.
Amanda Horian.
Yeah.
She's Amanda, but also a Horian.
We've got Dark Dick Fuck instead of
Yeah.
Darkwing Fuck. Darkwing Duck.
You could also do instead of and. You could also do and whore
yeah.
instead of andor.
Dark Dick Fuck. Let's.
What's
get
the one with the Bubba
dangerous.
Fett? You could do Bubba Fat.
You've already done that bit.
I know.
With the
What's the
Disney
name of
Plus?
that? What's the name of that show?
Boba Scat.
Boba Fett. The Book of Boba Fett.
The book,
Yeah, the
the book of Booba Fat.
A book of booby fat.
It's about
A Book of Booby Fat.
It's about a plastic surgeon. Someone sent us, I think it was Dr. Nova, or maybe Anthony, a woman doing a heart with her hands, but squeezing her boobie
into a
through
heart.
the hands. I'd never seen that sort of artwork.
I liked
It's
it.
very beautiful.
I said there should be more of this.
Seemed like it would hurt, but it was, it was
It's
nice
like a
work.
vice grip on those titties.
Some chicks love to have those titties tied up and slapped.
Really?
Yeah,
With
dude.
what, bacon?
Yeah, tie 'em
Bacon
up
rope?
with bacon. Get yourself some good bacon rope.
Make sure it's thick.
Don't eat it. Tie up your wife's big fat titties till they're purple.
It's Jocko sexified.
Yeah. Smack her titties.
Wake up at 3:30 as a treat for you and your wife.
Start eating your wife's asshole.
Until you'll eat it until she wakes up at 7:30, like a normal person.
4.5 hours of ass licking. Also, it's asleep.
Then go to the gym.
Dude, if you woke your wife up at 3:30, most of the time it's like, get the fuck away from me. You're like, hey, let's go.
Sometimes, although
Every once in a while.
Tammy and I have done the mutual wake up horny, still feel like we're asleep kind of thing.
Yes.
You know?
I woke up and someone was on top of me, and I'm like,
It's almost
And you're like, who is
what
this?
is this?
It's almost a level of drunkenness.
Hey, you pepper sprayed your wife. He said, get off of me, burglar.
No, I pepper spray my dick before I go to bed in case somebody hops on it, it'll burn them.
And she goes, ow, 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 ow.
I go, I caught you red-handed.
You're like, why are you in the bathroom with an anti-burn kit?
Drunk.
Have you ever
sleep
been
sex.
sexually assaulted by your wife, Aaron?
I fucking wish.
Oh, I get sexually all the time. I say no, please stop. What are you doing?
Okay, here we go with the bragging.
It's not bragging. This is
She's like, she says, I gotta have your dick. No, inside me.
it just happens.
I need it. It's the best dick ever. My wife won't stop sexually assaulting me.
Also, I hope if you get married that your wife does think it's the best dick ever.
That's true. That's true.
And so I hope that's one of the strong reasons why you got married.
My wife does the push me down, hump my butt stuff.
Jesus.
Or that
What, are you living in a frat house?
yeah, or she'll get up behind me while I'm making like a juice or something.
She'll brand you real
And she'll
quick.
go,
Have you ever walking with a calzone and she just slaps it out of your fucking hand?
She's like,
No.
fuck you, Andrew.
No,
Get
what's
down and
the-
give me 50.
That doesn't make sense.
Did you ever push you down the
She ever,
flight of
say,
stairs?
she ever say this? Hey, Andrew, put some Nutella on the bread.
Let me smack the butt cheeks.
Take it easy. He was doing a video on the side of the fucking highway. He was driving down to Florida.
That's where he does all
like
his videos.
It's like a conversion van.
Dude, it's so crazy because he also puts out a camping chair on the side of the road and smokes a cigar and does
Dude,
like
his cigar
30
he was
minutes.
smoking, it was cartoonishly. And his are always big, fat, girthy.
Yeah, but he's 3 foot.
It was so thick.
If you look at it, it's actually just a Swisher Sweet.
I can't believe
it's
how
just
big
a tiny one.
this guy's dick is. He has a huge penis.
How do you know?
Someone told me.
Eleanor?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Did you talk to Eleanor about it?
No.
She told me that it wasn't that big.
Is that true?
That's why they call him Big Time. It's because of that big old hog.
Yeah,
I
it's
heard-
big time
I
small.
heard it was really big.
Is it?
Mike Black told me.
How's Black?
He
Black
hangs out
know?
with him.
Yeah.
What if they were best friends?
pizza
He's
together.
Like, I went to
beat
I went to
off.
high school with him.
That would be so crazy.
Uh-oh. Woo.
You guys know what that means. It's about to get naughty on the
yeah.
Patreon side.
I need to wave this at the camera so I know.
Here, I'll do something too. Here, when you see my belly, it's time to cut.
We're heading over to the Patreon. Thank you guys.
You've been tanning that? Looks real tan.
Shut the fuck up. This guy wore green. Look at your shorts.
I know.
You've got green screen shorts.
You know why I
on.
did
I
it?
honestly have never seen anything more unprofessional than showing up with green shorts on the
You know why I did it? Is somebody said they saw my wiener last episode through my shorts. I felt violated.
You did feel violated?
So now I'm camouflaging.
Some people are
myself.
like, I gotta see his nutsack. Yeah, that happens on
This
Facebook.
guy goes, well, all the shorts I have show my nuts. So I gotta, looks like you're an old man wearing a
So I
blanket.
gotta edit out my nuts from a video.
I want no nuts.